Welcome back to Tightwad Workshop. We've now built a couple of projects using our Group B toolkit, so it's time to add a few more items. Here's what you need to add to the toolkit to upgrade it to Group C, which adds some basic edge tools and work clamping options. You've got a lot of options for a beginner chisel set. I'm going to show you three. These chisels are readily available and cost $14.95. The steel's of quite decent quality, the bevels are nicely ground to shape, and they just needed a final honing on the oil stone and strop to make them ready for use, which you'd need to do with any chisel. I personally don't much like the shape and size of these handles, but we can always make and fit better ones later if it's really a problem. I bought these three chisels at a trash and treasure market for $10. They're made in Sweden by Bahco, and they're probably 40 or 50 years old. As you can see, this one's been resharpened many more times than the other two. I needed to spend about an hour sanding off the rust and regrinding the bevels, but after I'd done that they were sharpened and honed on the oil stone and strop just like these ones. The shape and size of these handles is excellent. If your budget will stretch to it, I think this Stanley chisel set's a bargain at $29.99. The steel's good quality, the finish is good, getting 4 chisels rather than 3 is also a bonus. This 6mm will be handy for some of the joints we'll be cutting in the future. Once again, these just needed a final sharpening and honing using an oil stone, and in this kit you get an oil stone and the oil to lubricate it with. If you didn't buy the Stanley chisel set, you're going to need to get an oil stone to keep your chisels sharp. These are usually double-sided with a coarse side and a fine side. You're also going to need some oil to lubricate the oil stone. Pretty much any mineral oil will do. A retractable knife is handy for lots of uses. Among other things, we're going to be using it for marking out where we would otherwise be using a pencil. We'll use our screwdriver for driving screws and adjusting tools. You can get a handle with bits type like this, or a set of separate screwdrivers. Either type will work just fine. We'll use a couple of packets of screws for work holding and gluing jigs until we get to the clamp building projects in Group D. At the time of recording this video, I was able to buy all these items brand new for $44.90. If you already own some of them, or you can borrow them or find them used, you can probably equip yourself for even less. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.